Hello and welcome to Is That Voiceover Job Okay? Today I'm going to talk about are certain voiceover jobs okay to do, and are there some that we should not be doing? All right, let's dive into this. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that this guy right here steps on all the time. Very excited about today. We have booked another job through Academy Voices. I'm just super thrilled about it, and very excited for our voice actors who are getting work through Academy Voices. So just happy. And I want to talk about this idea of, what jobs are okay to do, what jobs are not okay to do. When I first started years ago, I remember specifically, I'll never forget, it was 2017, and I had joined a Facebook group. And in the Facebook group for voice actors, they were talking about this website that, was offering voiceovers for, or voice actors on this website were offering voiceovers for $5 or $10, and it was horrendous and should never be allowed, and it's ruining the voiceover business. And I was just coming in. I had no idea what was going on, so of course, probably like anybody else, I just went and checked it out. Okay. And, I went on this website, and the first thing I noticed is that, just first and foremost, the website was set up very nicely. It was easy to use because I was struggling figuring out how to build my own website anyways. But anyways, as I looked more into this and reached, to more of the community, it was such a split on this. There was so many people that there was a bunch of people who said, you shouldn't be doing jobs on this website or for these prices. And there's other people saying you should do jobs for, anything that, because, there are some people who are not able to get high-paying jobs because there's not as many of those, and all these there. So there was a lot of stuff going on, and over the years, anyways, to finish the story, I was just confused, right? I didn't know what to do. Should I join the website? Should I not join the website? I think at the time, because I was so confused, I decided, I'm going to stick with audiobooks and just audition on ACX. And the funny thing is this. Is I learned from the beginning that while I was auditioning for audiobooks, okay, on ACX, that, is promoted as a place for everyone to, work and start at, the prices were low. And ridiculously low in most cases, right? And, but yet, there was opportunity there. And then there was other places where audiobook prices were similar or a lot more higher than that place. And it happened to be on the other website that people were saying you shouldn't be on, yet it was more than the other website. So I started to make up my own mind and to realize that I was going to need to navigate the business through the lens of my own eyes. Right? What I believed in and what, was right for my business. Not pushing aside what, people in the industry have worked lifetimes to create, but at the same time realizing that, my journey was not their journey. So some things were going to be different. And just because someone says something, just like what I'm saying, you always should do your own research. So anyways, long story short with that one, I decided that there was never going to be a place that I was not going to turn over a rock and see if I could find business. That means it doesn't matter what website it is, whether it's Fiverr, whether it's Upwork, whether it's People Per Hour, all right? No matter what place, Bunny Studios, okay? Or pay-to-play sites like Voquin is not a pay. Voquin is a intermediary site, so that's a free site. But pay-to-play sites like Voices.com, Voice123, The Voice Realm, all right? Some intermediate / P2P sites, all right? Like, Bodalgo and some of these other places. I was going to make up my own mind, and I was going to try them all. So I decided that there was not going to be a limit to what I tried to do. I was going to try everything turn a rock over on every single website, make sure that I was everywhere, because I realized that the more places I was, the more opportunities I have. I mean, we know that, right? I mean, it's not like it's something that is not easy to tell, but at the same time, we might get nervous. Should we go here? Should we go there? And then we hear someone saying, you shouldn't be there. Is that type of work is not okay. All right. And I was going to do the opposite. I was going to flip it on the head. I said, if I was going to be successful, right, I was going to need to be everywhere. So that's what I did. And it was extremely successful. And it helped out so much, and it skyrocketed my business. Okay. I will say today that, interestingly enough, something has come that is on all of our minds, right? And that's AI, artificial intelligence, and doing jobs for AI. Now, I'm going to say the same thing. Everybody's journey is different. Your journey is different than mine, and your decision is different than mine. If a company comes to you and says, we're going to pay you $10,000 for your voice for AI, right? Especially if you're new, that's pretty hard, I think, to turn down. However, I can't help personally but feeling like it is not something that I ever want to do, okay? Because I never want one to have my voice and not, or be able to clone it and use it forever. So I personally say no to any AI jobs that come to me. I just don't do them. I refuse to do them. I don't take them for Academy Voices. We are completely no AI. From taking AI jobs to AI, we do not. I personally just don't do any of it. I never want to be in a place where I tell you, right, another voice actor, how to run your business. But I do want to pose, this idea to you. We are creating intellectual property every time we perform. It's an art, and the more you give that away without some sort of protections, right, the less that your art is going to be worth. So that is something to think about. All right. And people can argue about pricing here and there and everything. But to me, pricing is definitely one part. But it's a bigger part when someone can bypass the pricing altogether, clone your voice, and just take it. So to me, those types of jobs are very taboo and outside the wall. Again, I'll never chastise someone, a voice actor, for running their own business, because that's not the person I am. However, personally, and everything that I touch, I'm no for those at all. That's just how I feel, because again, I don't want to cheapen our art and lose that ability for that uniqueness. Okay. And so anyways, so that's the interesting dichotomy between those two. And here's the last thing I want to say to you. And again, you run your own business, all right? But remember this: if you are not everywhere, you're never going to get as many opportunities. I mean, that's a simple statement, but a very true one. So you've got to force yourself and put yourself out everywhere. But if you are everywhere and then you give your voice to a machine that will duplicate it without even paying you, then it's useless to be everywhere, because then you'll be everywhere but out of your control. So those are just some thoughts about things that you do, things that you don't do. But at the same time, in the end, it is always your choice. All right, look, if you like this video, please click that like and subscribe button. Also, check out Avio's Journey Elite Academy below. We have a deal for 50% off for the first month to help you start and grow your business with a community of support for things like this, helping you get work like Academy Voices, all right, as part of Avio's Journey Elite Academy, where I get our voice actors work, as well as training them with what we had an incredible session last night, where I did a whole training and voice acting session on e-learning and things like that. Really good, because we've got some new e-learning clients that just come into Academy Voices, so very excited about all that. But thank you guys so much for watching. You have a wonderful day. You have a great Thursday. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.